Miss Hart, you... Stop it! Shut up! Let me ask my question! You dang vampire grandpa! What are you talking about? December 26th, 9:44 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. It's Boxing Day. Karma? That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god!
Not a single case?
He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edward. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10.
So was he your teacher then, Mr. Edward?
Something like that.
And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep!
Maya! Go away so I can talk normally!
Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out.
I doubt it. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me times 20. You keep adding 10.
That's pretty ruthless.
Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess it's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia... Mia?
Uh-huh?
We could really be using Mia's help right now. Don't you think?
Oh... I can't. Sorry. I tried. I really tried. But I couldn't reach.
You couldn't reach?
I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again.
Oh man, that's bad timing.
I'm really sorry. I'll try my best.
I hope so. You could be training while I'm out investigating! You don't have to follow me like a gosh dang puppy dog! You can go out and train! And make your powers better! And not follow me around and just get in the way! What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. She had plenty enough time to train, but she follows me around for no reason. I'm gonna eat my cheeseburger now. District Court, Court Number 3, 10 a.m. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Who are you? That's an even worse vampire! You're like the granddaddy vampire! What the frick? Hello, Grandpa Vampire! Mr. Von Karma. Is the prosecution ready? He's just gripping himself. What the frick? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here where I'm not completely prepared? Right! My apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Mr. Vampire? Are you dead? I want to get a stake and just nail it through his heart. What the frick? He's got a piercing, too! Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness.
What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something?
How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident. Now!
Yes, sir.
Detective Gumshoe looks nervous.
Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. It was 12:10 a.m. She heard 2 pistol shots. And then the boat started to move. And it went towards the boat rental shop.
Overhead map added to the court record. Testify to the court about the arrest. Now! Wait, Mr. Von Karma! Yes. Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings.
What the frick?
Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gravel and say the word guilty. That is your role.
Can we expose this man to sunlight? Can we tear down the ceiling and get him gone? I don't like this vampire. He's even worse than Edgeworth.
Yes, of course. Quite right.
No, he's not.
The rest of Edgeworth.
A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning, a body was found in the lake, so we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth.
I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now!
Why are you ordering me around? The judge, this is the judge's job! You should be fired for what you're doing! You freaking vampire jerk!
The man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. You received a call from a man? Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right?
What was that demonic objection? What was that? Did anyone else hear that? What the frick? This shit really is a vampire! What the heck is going on?
That woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously. Different people? There were 2 witnesses. I have goosebumps right now. This man freaks me out. Heck! Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who's camping. The woman who's camping. Not a heart. What happened next, detective? Oh my gosh, that scared me. Freaking demonic objection. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake?
Well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes.
That's pretty fast.
Our motto for the month is, get there quick.
Just stop with your demonic objections!
Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing your department secrets.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
I look forward to your next year's salary review.
So much to look forward to these days.
This is no time for dejected daydreaming. Continue!
Yes, sir.
He's so mean!
Here we found Mr. Edgeworth.
What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then?
Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really.
Stop with your demonic objections! Shut up! Let him talk!
Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts.
Yes, sir.
Man, he's got his share of objections. They're all demonic. I didn't suspect him of anything. Why didn't you think he was suspicious?
You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors.
Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting, poppycock! I've never heard so many
flippant comments from an active detective on the force.
Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good.
Continue. Now!
Stop being so demanding! You're hurting poor Gumshoe's feelings! Look at that! He's like a kicked puppy! Did you find any clues on the body?
A single bullet was recovered from the body. It was shot through the heart. Fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved.
Oh, finally! No more demonic objections with that one! Oh my gosh!
Very well. The court accepts this bullet into evidence.
Pistol added to the court record.
So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, why is that?
Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat.
The murder weapon?
A pistol.
Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony.
Right. Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon was found in the boat. Was decisive evidence.
Why? What about the pistol made it decisive evidence?
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth.
There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand.
What? What? Oh, Vampire Man. He looks even weirder in the freaking pullout.
Order! Order! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Yes, Your Honor.
Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. Pistol added to the court record. Fired 3 times. But why 3? Fired 3 times? Members of the court. We know the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective!
Yes, sir?
Was the bullet found in the body fired from that pistol?
Yes. Ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol.
Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings?
Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings.
It's like the scratches that the barrel of the gun leaves after it shoots out a bullet. Each one is always the same, but if it comes from the same gun. If it's a different gun, then the ballistic markings are different. I watched it in CIS. That's the only reason why I know that, because I really like the forensic science that Abby was doing. Nick, he's glaring at me. Well, he's eyeing you up for a new meal.
Just very well. I'll explain.
Actually, Judge, you do it.
Me?
Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! Order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge! Yes? What are you doing? 10-minute recess! Now! I need to suck some blood as soon as possible! I have become so old and gray that I need blood every 30 minutes! Why does he keep clutching himself, though? What the heck? But wait, just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man! Yes!
This court will take a 10-minute recess.
Who's running this court anyway? Clearly the vampire! The vampire has the judge under some sort of hypnotic spell at this point.
December 26th, 11:09 a.m.
We've been in court for like 30 minutes! I was not joking, apparently! We've only been in there for 30 minutes! District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
Oh no, wait, it was 10 a.m. For an hour. Still, point being, we weren't in there for very long, and he called for a freaking court recess. Hedgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon? Ugh. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in that photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me. I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then, the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time he had shot himself. You mean it was suicide? It's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh? How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Mia? Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh, the actually useful sister? Sorry, it's no good. Why can't you be the one that died? Why can't I have Mia? Why does it have to be you? I know. I'm not good for anything, am I, Nick? Yeah, you're not good for anything. Can you please leave if you're not going to be Mia? If I can't call my sister, might as well not be here, right? I can say it! Right here, right now, I can say it! Wait, let me save before I do that. Let me save before I do it. Because I might regret it. Well, actually, you don't know law. You don't have any trial experience or techniques. Yeah, you're pretty much useless. I can't say that. But just say it already! It's okay, Nick. You don't have to say anything. Your face said it for you. Whoops. No! Of course I'm sorry. It's okay, Nick. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? I thought that would make her run away crying and finally leave me alone, but no, she's still here. Please go away! Whoa! Right! Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh? Oh! Sorry! Whoops. Court is bad at concession. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Oh, hello, Afro lady. Lotta Hart, you're a research student at a university? Not I. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. Don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please. Witness the testimony. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car.
heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. And there was another bang. There was not anything on the lake but that boat.
Enough.
Huh?
Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accept it as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I'll remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately! As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There was no other boats on that lake. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order! 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 I will have order! Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant.
Wait! Your Honor! I haven't cross-examined the witness yet.
A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What questions can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words. They all read guilty. You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in your testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then, I will have you held in contempt of court.
Nick? Contempt?
Contempt of court, you know?
I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in your testimony?
I think there was, yeah.
I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling about this. I understand. I'll cross-examine the witness. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Let's get this over with. Christmas Eve.
Just after midnight, you say?
In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day?
Huh? Oh, yeah, well, yes.
Stop with your demonic objections! I know you want to find contradictions, but really? I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony.
I was in my car.
Why were you camping there anyway?
I'm a research student at my university. I've seen pictures to use my research.
What research? This all sounds suspicious. Press further. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait now. I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor.
I heard this bang come up from the lake.
So you weren't looking at the lake at the time?
Nope. I looked after I heard that noise.
Stop with the demonic objections! She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness.
When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat.
Could you clearly see the two men?
Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you?
Uh-oh. Press further. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking you if you saw the two men. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo.
You best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something.
And there wasn't a bang.
Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out?
Oh, yeah, sure.
You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless! Contradictions, Mr. Wright. Not meaningless babble. Von Karma, I think I hate you.
Yeah, I hate him too. The freaking vampire is even worse than the normal one. I want Edgeworth back on the stand.
He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness.
To what end?
There was never a thing on that lap but that boat. Are you sure about that?
Yeah,
Sure as a country gal can be.
that sounds pretty sure.
How come you're so sure?
Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake.
Scan the whole lake? Well, sounds like she's more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you...
Stop it! Shut up! Let me ask my question! You dang vampire grandpa!
Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained! Yes, of course.
He takes over the courtroom. He doesn't let anyone talk. This is not how an attorney should be acting.
Oh, great. Enough! I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction of the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor... You keep your promise, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outburst by holding you in contempt of court. If that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood?
Nick, Lada's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy.
I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Hold it! Who said hold it? Who said that? Who was that?
It was me.
Oh, Maya, are you finally gonna be useful?
Maya.
Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not. Lada Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Oh, Lada, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst.
Answer me, Lada. What's the big deal? Treating me like some kind of criminal. I saw him. I swear. I saw Edgeworth.
Enough. Judge. Declared a defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. No!
This is my job! This is what I'm supposed to be doing! Wait! Who's yelling now? I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong. Wrong! What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Order. Order! 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 Let me have control of my courtroom again! You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. Are you finally realizing that this guy is doing nothing but controlling everything? Thank you! Thank you for actually doing your job and being a judge!
I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot.
What?
Miss Lotta Hart has made new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is contempt of court!
No, I am! If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me!
Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck.
Maya?
Gotta take another bite. Pah, I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. I'm running out of time. Better find a contradiction here, or else... Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. Last statement.
I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edward.
Dead? Uh-oh. I don't know if I can find anything in that. But I can't squander Maya's efforts either. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally!
What? You got what?
Look at this photograph. The photo I took. The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart.
So?
This picture was taken with professional high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How?
What? Oh, what?
Mr. Wright has a point.
Stop with your demonic objections! You just subjected the judge!
That's not why I told her. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please. Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart.
What?
Did you see the defendant that night?
Oh, of course. I said I couldn't. I meant I could.
Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it.
Finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. How Edgeworth was seen.
Right. It was cold night and the fog was thick as grits.
So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in my car.
Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem.
You use binoculars? Very well. Maybe begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. So, how could you see Edgeworth?
Now just hold your horses just for a sec. You hasty yank types never get a gal where I'm from.
Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is. Nobody loves me.
He loves me. I am alone in this world. I shall be forever alone. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car.
Your camera?
Yeah, I got an automatic.
The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained. He's not letting her answer any of my questions.
Still, I brought my binoculars with me.
Binoculars?
Yeah, binoculars.
Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct?
Well, yeah.
Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that?
Huh.
I got doubts about your camera too. Is that really to take pictures of meteor showers? camera is irrelevant to this case.
You can't say that for certain.
Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera?
Yes.
This is make it or break it time.
The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning.
Wow, you kind of went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart will testify to the court about the camera.
Yeah, I hear ya. Camera will sit out to take pictures of a meteor shower.
Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on the lake. It's not very suited to stargazing.
Yeah, well, you silly guy. I guess it wasn't thinking too straight, huh?
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badger my witness because of her challenged intellect.
Now, wait a minute.
Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth? No unnecessary comments, please.
You were the one that just called her an idiot! You don't expect her to say something?
If there was a heavy fog, how could binoculars change that at all?
What do you mean?
Even binoculars can't see through fog. But you say you clearly saw him.
I did, yeah.
Enough! There is no room for doubt in her testimony. She sounds pretty doubtful to me. But I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many von karmic objections I get. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony, and it's the last thing I do.
Oh, dang it! I didn't mean to do that!
You were photographing shooting stars?
That's a lie. Says who?
I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You had to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart.
Oh!
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor.
Huh.
Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph in the lake? Probably Gordy. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? Newspaper article? Gordy. Ah, the sighting of at Gord Lake. Well, Miss Hart?
I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof of something? Well, let's see proof that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy.
I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. No joking around this time, please. Was there proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster? The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Huh. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here taken with a gun fired on the lake. Huh. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises. Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart? You were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you?
Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy and got me. So what?
Huh?
That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. Well, you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove. It's nothing more than the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
Hey!
But she so succulently said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You're hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, and I know it.
Hi, Banana. Hey, Gama.
What could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony.
Right. Fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though.
Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it. Looks mad.
Grandpa Vampire's mad. Actually, I'm a research student at university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what Scoop would be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at that lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I was just watching that boat the whole time. I saw a flash near one of men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time, crossed my heart, and hoped to fry.
Hope to fry? Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The witness testimony is unchanged from before. It is changed! Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something. I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Is there a contradiction? Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Ha! That would be first. Very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. There is no problem with the testimony this time. We will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at the time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor.
I got hiccups again.
What minute person are you?
I'm not sure I'm hot. Full enough to be called a banner of anything.
Investigative photographer?
Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures of my sister's graduation last year. And guess what?
What?
There was a UFO! There was a UFO just hanging in the sky.
A UFO?
You know, an unidentified flying object. A UFO! That's when I had sort of a revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer.
I see. I have a shaky basis for a career. Is Gordy really all that newsworthy?
Heck yeah! They even had him on the TV.
I'm not sure that appearing on the local news Rumor of the Month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe.
Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper. For real.
Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we? Yes, Your Honor.
That's why I was camping out by the lake.
That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera?
Yep, borrowed it from a university professor. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets bang,
Snaps the shot.
yep,
So how many pictures has it taken so far?
The time the camera triggered was that night.
I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake.
Heck, if word got out... Heck, if word got out that... Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake would be swarming with competitors.
Competitors?
Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop.
Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth?
Well, actually... Stop with the demonic objections!
Mr. Wright, I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case.
Whatever you say, Bon Karma. I knew you told her to keep quiet.
I heard the bang. Straight out to the light.
Exactly what sort of sound was it?
Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure. It sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time.
There wasn't much else to look at?
Yeah?
I don't know. She heard a bang. She thought Gordy was out there. I doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat.
What? What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for?
Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence.
Witness, continue.
Hold your hush, puppy pop. Pops, I'm getting there.
Was there nothing on the lake but that boat at the time?
Huh? Wait, so you're thinking that maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, no. Lake smooth as glass, nobody was on the shore neither.
Gotta find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. Being able to beat Bon Karma any other way. There has to be something. I know already. I know what I have to do. Okay, so some evidence. The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. Oh, dang it. Sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. Fortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Wright.
Dang it!
Oh, found it. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat?
What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there, and a normal person would be looking at it.
I agree, any normal person would. But you are far from normal.
What? Y'all want to step over here and say that?
You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Order. Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You need them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well?
Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
Sorry, y'all. I was filming, really. I was just... I thought, you know, I could be witness to a murder and all. I got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat. Till now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey! You got a photograph. You got proof.
Still, we can't see who is shooting who in this.
Right. That's why I took the photo in.
Witness. That's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what?
What's she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it.
Now, you really can't tell from the photo who was shooting.
That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality and light, but she'll let us see who's who.
She enlarged that photo. I want Von Karma let her show it. I have a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, I'll be in prison for Edgeworth, or worse. What should I do? Make her show the enlargement. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why was that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Because it does not exist.
What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You're a fool.
What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart.
Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement.
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is. Wait, that's not a right hand, that's a left hand. Wait a second, that's a left hand. That's someone's left hand. They said the fingerprints were on freaking vampire dude's right hand. Okay. So the person that shot is actually left-handed. And it kind of looks like they're wearing gloves. And Edgeworth must have picked up the gun because it was the fingerprints from his right hand, not his left hand. Because if I'm turning this way and I'm facing this wall instead of my door, then this is my left hand. And if I turn the other way, then it would have been my right. But he's facing the other way and it's his left. Left-handed! It can't be!
We still cannot see who's firing this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Lake photo added to the court record.
Happy now, Mr. Wright?
Give me something. I already noticed it! Left hand!
You asked for the enlargement, and you got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. And none too soon. It was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I said everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. Decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it's time for me to declare my verdict.
Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo. Somewhere. This is bad. Real bad. What should I do? Show other evidence. Well, wait! Your Honor! It's evidence!
I believe you have spent enough time talking about evidence. Indeed. We've heard opinions on every piece of evidence but this enlargement. I see no point in retracing our steps.
This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Your Honor! There's something decidedly strange with this enlargement.
What might that be?
It's going Cajun. What the frick? I got too excited.
Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange?
Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the photo that's strange about this photo. Dora! We're doing Dora again! Can you tell me what's strange about this picture? Is it this man's leg? No. Is it this guy's face? No. Is it this guy's trench coat? No.
Is it the hand he's holding the gun in?
Yeah!
Here, Your Honor! The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter, strange?
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
The hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence.
This man's left hand does what?
Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. Right hand. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth.
Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I'd like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
You have given us definitive proof today. You now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, who shot our victim?
Precisely.
As we have seen, there were no other people on that lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
It's hard to think of himself. There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself.
Order! Order! So, you're saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation.
Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question.
Why? Why is it out of the question? People who commit suicide... I should stop talking. What?
An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance of which he was shot.
The distance?
The victim was shot from further than a meter away.
A meter? That's 3 feet.
There is no way it could have been suicide.
There's no way it's the guy in the boat, because they're, like, right next to each other.
Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, assure of the accuracy of your data. Of course. I already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. Autopsy report updated on the court record. I see. Very well. Allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, prints on the gun reveal the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Goodbye, Grandpa Vampire. December 26th, 1:15 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. Whew, that was a close one. Hi, where'd you come from? Hey, don't you have anything to say?
No. I have yet to be declared innocent, right?
Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too.
What? Don't give me that look! I did not kill him! I was just kidding around.
I was just kidding around? Look, I'm going to go check on Maya.
Oh, right.
What?
Tell her something for me.
What?
Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all.
Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? Where were you in that trial anyway? I didn't see you at all! I reconstituted the transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. That might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so
The only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. Also, deposition added to the court record. That's fine. Yay! I have music this time! Every now and then there won't be music because it keeps putting me in the friggin' cutscene! I hope you all have a good night, good day, whatever time it is for you, and I'll see you next time. Freaking demonic grandpa vampire. What the frick is up with that man?